श्रीमान वेंकटनाथार्य कवितार्किक केसरी वेदांताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदाहृति व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्तारं शक्ते पौत्रमकल्मषं पराशरात्मजं वन्दे सुखतातं तपोनिधिं व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। श्रीवासरंगपरकालमुनित्रयाप्तलक्ष्मात्परक्षणैतिद्योगागमान्तम् आचार्यभक्तिपरिपूतमनर्गशीलं गोपालदेशिकमुनिं गुरुमाश्रयामः। Today we will have the 89th Slokam, and this Slokam is going to talk some very individual avatarams of Perumal. Sahasrarchi saptajihvaha saptaidha saptavahanaha amurtiranago achintyo bhayakrit bhayanashanaha. Sahasrarchihi, the thousand rays who illumines, who lights everything in the universe. He is the one who lights up everything in the universe. Sahasrarchihi saptajihvaha, the seven-tongued Agni. So he is the one who is the indweller in the Agni. Saptaidaha, who is kindled in the form of fire by the seven kinds of offerings. Saptavahanaha, he who has seven vehicles in the form of the seven Vedic mantras, represented by the seven horses in the sun of the sun. Saptavahanaha. Amurtihi. Amurtihi means, Murtihi means the Urvam, the body. Amurtihi means, does not mean that he does not have a body. He does not have a body like us, not affected by karma, not bounded by karma. So his birth is not like ours. His body is not made of the five elements. It is made of aprakritam, the transcendental form. Amurtihi. Anagaha, who is completely blemishless, completely flawless, faultless character. Anagaha. Achintyaha, he who cannot be fathomed, who cannot be understood in our mind, who cannot be comprehended in our minds. Achintyaha. Bhayakrit bhayanashanaha, he is the one who causes fear among those who do not believe in him, who are the evil doers. Bhayanashanaha, he is the one who destroys the fear of his devotees, of his bhaktas. So he causes fear among the enemies of the devotees, among those who do not have trust in him, who do not believe in him, who hate him. And Bhayanashanaha is the one who destroys fear among the devotees. So these are the one-liners. However, the meanings are so beautiful. Sahasrarchi saptajihvaha saptaida saptavahanaha amurtiranago achintyo bhayakrit bhayanashanaha. Sahasrarchihi, the thousand rays who illumines everything in the universe. He whose Trimeni, whose divine body, whose Divyamangala Vigraham radiates that Kanti, that luster, that splendor, that resembles infinite number of rays coming from him. Sri Parasara Bhattar has beautifully interpreted that he has countless rays emanating from him in the form of the sun, in the form of the moon, in the form of the stars. Agni. It is because he has endowed the sun with countless rays that the sun is able to perform the functions of cooking, of ripening, of drying, of giving heat, of illuminating, all these things. Fire is able to do because of the power given by the Lord to the sun. Sri Parasara Bhattar mentions from Paushkara Samhitai and Bhagavad Gita Agni Shomatma Samyasya Devasya Paramatmanaha Surya Chandramasau Vidhi Sa Akarau Lochaneshwarau. That get to know that the sun and the moon are the two eyes in an embodied form of the Supreme Deity Paramatma, whose name is Agni Shomatman. Then Bhagavad Gita mentions Yad Aditya Gatam Tejo Jagat Bhashayate Kilam, 15th chapter, 12th sloka. Yad Aditya Gatam Tejo Jagat Bhashayate Kilam Yat Chandramasi Yat Chagnau Tat Tejo Viddimamakam. That light which is in the sun and that illuminates the entire universe, that is in the moon, that's the fire. In the fire, understand that all the light is only mine. Krishna tells Arjuna that the light which is in the sun, which illuminates the entire universe, the light which is in the moon, and the light in the fire, understand that all this is mine. Yat Aditya Gatam Tejo Jagat Bhashayate Kilam Yat Chandramaso Yat Chagnau Tat Tejo Vidhi Mamakam. So Sri Chinmayananda mentioned that it is not only the sun and the moon that get their light from him. He is the one who illumines all our experiences. Sri Shankaracharya mentions from Bhagavad Gita 11th chapter 12th slokam. Divi Surya Sahasrasya Bhavet Yukapat Uttita Yadi Baha Sadrishisa Syad Basastasya Mahatmanaha. So if 1,000 sun were to rise at once, if just imagine that 1,000 suns were to rise together in the sky, how much splendor it would have. Even with one sun we are not able to bear the scorching heat. If 1,000 suns come in the sky, the resulting splendor, the resulting luster may be like the splendor of the mighty one Sriman Narayana. If thousands of suns, Divi Surya Sahasrasya Bhavet Yukapat Uttita Yadi Baha Sadrishisa Syat Basastasya Mahatmanaha, 11th chapter 12th slokam. That is why in Thiruvaimazhi Nammalvar refers to Emperuman as Oli Mani Vannan. Oli Mani Vannanaye, and Thiruvaimazhi mentioned. So Sahasrarchi. Then Sapta Jihva, the seven-tongued. So Jihva means tongue, Sapta means seven. So the tongue of fire. Jihva means the tongue, the flakes of fire, the tongues of fire. Parasara Bhattar again quotes from Paushkara Samhita. Tad Vaktra Devatanam Cha Hutabuk Parameshwaraha Mantra Putam Yad Adhaya Hutamajya Purascharam Brahmanda Bhuvanam Sharvam Santarpayati Sarvada. The Supreme Lord in the form of Hutabuk. Hutabuk means fire. The Supreme Lord in the form of fire carries to the gods, carries to the devatas. When you perform havis, when you perform homam, you offer the ghee to the fire, and it is Mahavishnu who in the form of the fire takes those offerings from made by the karta, made by the doer of the yagam on the fire, and passes it on to the gods, the devatas. If it is to Indra, if it is to Vayu, if it is to Brahma or Rudra, whatever, he is the one who offers the Supreme Lord in the form of the Hutabuk, that is fire, carries to the devatas the offerings that are sanctified by the mantras and made in a sacrifice in the yagam, along with the ghee, the clarified butter, thereby always pleases the entire universe. That is the Slokam meaning of the Paushkara Samhita. Sri Parasara Bhattar notes that the fire is considered to have 7 tongues: Kali, Karali, Manojava, Sulohita, Sudurmravarana, Spulingini, and Vishwaruchi. There are 7 names, 7 tongues of the fire: Kali, Karali, Manojava, Sulohita, Sudhumravarna, Spulingini and Vishwaruchi. So they have been allotted the duties of nourishing the devatas, receiving the oblations, receiving the offerings and carrying them to the respective devatas. Sri Shankaracharya also quotes the Mundaka Upanishad passage in support of this. Kali, Karalicha, Manojavacha, Sulohita, Yacha, Sudhurmravarna, Spulingini, Vishwaruchicha, Devi, Lelayamana iti sapta jihvaha. Mundaka Upanishad. Kali, Karali, Manojava, Sulohita, Sudhumravarna, Spulingini and the brilliant Vishwaruchi are the 7 flaming tongues. So it means the 7 quivering tongues, the flecks of fire, or the what is Kali, Karali, Manojava, Sulohita. The actual translation is Kali, the black one, Karali, the terrific one, Manojava, the swift as the mind, the very red one, Sudhumravarna, red one, and Spulingini, the purple color one, and the brilliant Vishwaruchi, and the one emitting sparks, and all shaped goddess. Other references to the 7 tongues of Agni are also found in the other Smriti. So the tongues of fire that accept the offerings are known differently depending on whether the karma is sattvic karma or rajasic karma or tamasic karma. So the 7 flames are known as Hiranya, the golden flame, Kanaka, Rakta, Krishna, Suprabha, Atirkata and Bahurupa in a sattvic karma, Padmaraga, Suvarna, Bhadralohita, Shweta, Dhumini, Kalika in a rajasic karma, Kali, Karali, etc. in a tamasic karma. So the devatas associated with the 7 tongues are the devas, Pitrus, Gandharvas, Yakshas, Nagas, Pishasas, Rakshasas. So these are the offerings that are made, Sahasra Jihvaha. So beautifully the commentators like Parasara Bhattar, Sri Shankaracharya, they all give such a brilliant interpretation of this meaning. Saptaidaha are the ones that talk about the sticks, one who is kindled in the form of fire by the 7 kinds of offerings. The previous Nama Saptajihva was interpreted in terms of the different types of flames. The current Nama refers to the different types of fuels, the Yeri Vayu, the fuel to raise these fires, both in the form of the fuel as well as in the form of the different yajnas. Parasara Bhattar mentions that the word Yidas means one who shines like fire. Saptaida, Ida, means one who shines like the fire through the 7 kinds of fuel. So Parasara Bhattar refers to the fuel that the different kinds of Paka Yajna, Havir Yajna, Soma Samstha, which is each of which is of 7 kinds. So Paka Yajna, for based on cooked food, Anupasana, Vaishwadeva, Stali Paka, Ashtaka Shraddha, so all these are names. And also we have Samit, you know the Samit which we put in the Homa, the sticks of 7 forest trees that bear fruit apparently without any blossoms that are used in sacrifices. So what are those sticks? From the Palasa tree, from the Palasa Maram, Palasa Yalai, Palasa Kilai, Palasa twig, the Palasa stick is used, and then the banyan tree stick, the fig tree stick, the jack tree stick, the sami tree stick, Ashani Hata and Pushkara Parna. So these are the 7 tree sticks, Samit, are used for the Homa. So Shaptaidaha, one who is kindled in the form of the fire by 7 kinds of offering. Shankaracharya mentions that Shapta Yadasmi Diptayosya Iti Shaptaidaha Agnihi. He that has 7 flames, he gives the support of the Sruti. O fire, you have 7 flames, 7 tongues. Saptate Agne Samitaha, Sapta Jihvaha in Taitriya Samhita. So, Shaptaidaha. Then we have Shapta Vahanaha. So, here Sapta Vahanaha. He who has 7 vehicles in the form of the 7 Vedic mantras represented by the 7 horses of the sun. Dhyayasada, Savitramandala, Madhyavarti, Narayana. So, when we utter the Gayatri Japam during the Trikala Sandhyavandanam, we meditate and contemplate Sriman Narayana as the indweller, as the one inside the sun, the Surya Narayana. And that Surya has got the 7 horses, and he is there as the indweller inside the sun, and he is the Surya Narayana. So, our Nitya Suris, the one who is in Sri Vaikuntham, like Ananta, Garuda, Vishwaksena, they all, the Panchayudams, they all wanted to give in spiritual terms, in Sukshma form, the 7, a chariot, a Thaiyar for the sun, for the Surya Narayana, who is inside the sun. So, the one who has the vehicles in the form of the 7 Vedic mantras, Shaptavahanaha, one who supports the universe in the form of the 7 suns, one who supports the 3 worlds through the 7 Vayu Mandala, one who has a vehicle with a horse named Shapta, or one who conducts the 7 world with prosperity. All this can be interpreted. So Parasara Bhattar mentions that he who has as his vehicle the sun, whose chariot has got 7 horses of the sun. So he is housed, he resides inside the sun, and in order for him to have a chariot, there is a chariot with 7 horses of the sun. However, the Nitya Suris, they wanted to offer a chariot for Surya Narayana. So what they did, if you take the meters, for example, the Gayatri mantra, they have the chandas, the meter in Sanskrit, the slokams. If it has a 24 aksharam, 24 letters, it is called Gayatri. If it has 28, it's called Vishnik. If it has 32, it is Anushtup. All our Vishnu Sahasranama slokas are Anushtup. Shuklam Baradaram Vishnum Shashi Varnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye. All the slokams in Vishnu Sahasranama, if you count the letters, it will be 32. So that is Anushtup meter. Then we have Brahati, which is 36. Then we have Pankti, which is 40. Then we have Trishtup, which is 44. Then we have Jagati, which is 48. So these are the meters, 7 meters. So what our Nitya Suris did, they used the Gayatri, the first one, and the last one, Jagati, 24 and 48. They used that meter as the wheels of the chariot. Ushnik and Trishtup as the axle for the chariot, the kattai of the chariot. Brahati as the seat. And then all these are in Yajurveda. So these are called Sapta Vahanaha. These 7 mantras are vehicles that reveal him. We worship him who is in the center of the Surya Mandalam of these Veda mantras. In fact, Trimangai Alvar, he beautifully in Bhaskara Kshetram, which is Kumbakonam, in Tirukkodandai, there is a temple called Sharangapani temple. And it's called Bhaskara Kshetram, which is Surya Kshetram. Bhaskara is Surya, sun. So similar to the chariot for the sun god, Surya Narayana, which the Yajurveda mentions, and also the horses of the 7 horses of the sun, he made one chariot in Tamil. The Tamil Prabandham itself is called Thiru Elu Kutru Kuru Irukkai. Irukkai is seat. Kuru is the box and Yelu is the 7. Thiru, the divine. So Thiruvelukuttirukkai, he made using the Tamil verses. Using the Tamil verses, he made a chariot, and that is Thiruvelukuttirukkai. The chariot, if you imagine the chariot, it will have a narrow at the top, and it will have three boxes at the top. Then that which is like 1, 2, 1. If you take the 3 boxes, 1, 2, 1. The next one will have 5, which is 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. The next one will have 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. The next one will have 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the next one will have 11, then 13. So 13 will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the middle has come with the 7 boxes. So top is 3, 5, 7. So then we have up to 13. Then we have again 11, 10, 9, 7, 5, 3. So the entire chariot will be formed. He beautifully writes a Tamil verse. Oru per mundi irumalartha vishil. First one. ஒரு பேர் உந்தி இருமலர்த்த விஷில் ஒரு முறை அயனை ஈன்றனை ஒரு முறை இரு சுடர் மீதினில் இயங்கா மும்மதிலிலங்க இரு கால் வளைய ஒரு சிலை ஒன்றிய ஈர்ய இட்டடல்வாய் வாளியினட்டனை மூவடி நானிலம் வேண்டி முப்புரி நூலடு மானூர் இலங்கு மார்வினின் இருபிறப்பொரு மானாகி ஒரு முறை ஈரடி மூவுலகளந்தனை நாள் திசை நடுங்க அஞ்சிரை பறவை ஏறி நால்வாய் மும்மதத் திருசெவி ஒரு தனிவேழத் தரந்தையை ஒரு நாள் இருநீர் மடுபுள் தீர்த்தனை முத்தி நான்மறை ஐவகை வேள்வி அறுதொழில் அந்தணர் வணங்கும் தன்மையை 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. ஐம்புலனகத்தினுள் செருத்து நான்குடனடக்கி முக்குணத்திரண்டவையகற்றி ஒன்றினின்று ஆங்கிரு பிறப்பரப்போர் அறியும் தன்மையை முக்கண்ணாள் தோள் ஐவாய் அறவோடு ஆறு பொதிசடையோன் அறிவரும் தன்மை பெருமையுள் நின்றனை ஏழ் உலகையிற்றினில் கொண்டனை கூறிய அருசுவை பயனும் ஆயினை சுடர்விடும் ஐம்படை அங்கையுள் அமர்ந்தனை சுந்தரனாள் தோள் முன்னீர் வண்ணா நின் ஈரடி ஒன்றிய மனத்தால் ஒரு மதிமுகத்து மங்கையர் இருவரும் மலரன அங்கையின் முப்பதும் வருட அரிதுயில் அமர்ந்தனை நெறிமுறை நால்வகை வருணமும் ஆயினை மேதகும் ஐம்பெரும் பூதமும் நீயே அறுபதமுரலும் கூந்தல் காரணம் ஏழ் விடையடங்கச் செற்றனை 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 அறுவகை சமயமும் அறிவரு நிலையினை ஐம்பாலோதியை ஆகத்திருத்தினை அறம் முதல் நான்கவையாய் மூர்த்தி மூன்றாய் இருவகை பயனாய் ஒன்றாய் விரிந்து நின்றனை குன்றாமது மலர்ச்சோலை வன்கொடி படப்பை வருபுணல் பொன்னி மாமணி அலைக்கும் சென்னல் ஒன் கழனித்திகள் வனமுடுத்த கற்போர் புரிசை கனகமாளிகை நிமிர் கொடி விசும்பில் இளம் பெற துவக்கும். ஆஃப்டர் மேக்கிங் த என்டையர் சேரியட் he is sitting in the center. திருக்குடந்தை சாரங்கபாணி பெருமாள் செல்வம் மல்கு தென் திருக்குடந்தை அந்தணர் மந்திர மொழியுடன் வணங்க ஆடரவமொழியில் அரிதுயில் அமர்ந்த பரமா நின் அடியினை பணிவன் இருமிடம் அகலமாற்றோ வினையே. So beautifully he has made the entire the Sapta Vahanaha in that Tamil Thiruvelukuttirukkai. So beautifully he has composed. He is called Nalukavi Perumal. This is a Chitrakavi, and then and there he has composed this particular verse. Similarly, Swami Trinyana Sambandar has also composed Thiruvelukuttirukkai. So this is a special rare poem in Tamil meter, And then we have Amurtihi. Amurtihi, he does not have a body that is like ours. His body, when Perumal Trimeni, when Perumal takes avataram like Rama, Krishna, Narasimha, Varaha, Matsya, Kurma, whatever avataram he takes, even if he is born of a human being, in a mortal human being like Devaki, Yashoda, his body is of transcendental form. His body is not made of 5 elements like ours. His birth is not bounded by karma like ours. He knows what is his birth. He chooses his parents. He chooses the objective why he has to come. He chooses the purpose of mission which he needs to accomplish during the avataram. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya chaturkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. In order to protect the dharma, establish the dharma, in order to protect the sadhus, in order to destroy the evil, he takes the birth. See, Parasara Bhattar mentions that from this verse 834, Bhagavan is very different from the jivas over whom he presides, he resides. So whatever the avataram he takes, whether it is Ramakrishna avataram or whether it is Archa avataram in the temple, when we make a metallic form or a stone form and we consecrate using the agamas, using the Vedic Shruti, using the prescribed scholars, with the Vedic scholars, agamic scholars, when they enshrine the particular vigraham, he comes into it, he takes the avataram in that vigraham. If you take one liter of water and if you add 50 liters of milk, what is it called? It's not called water, it's called milk, even if there is a 1 liter of water. Similarly, the 1 liter of water is called the metallic or the stone form which is carved for Rama, Krishna, Narasimha, Hayagriva, whatever the form that is taken. He is enshrining himself into that, and then he takes the avataram in that. The power, the tejas, the shakti that is inside that vigraham is exactly the same which is in Sri Vaikuntham. It is exactly the same as the Rama avataram, as the Krishna avataram. There is no way that he diminishes his power during this avataram. He may not show it, he does not diminish. Similarly, when you have a shaligramam in your Perumal Sannadhi, in your home, which you do aradhanam with milk, with water, and you offer prasadam with whatever sloka that you know, with the extent of purity that you have, you are able to give the best of it. So he houses himself in that shaligram in the same power as he is in Sri Vaikuntham. We should never ever think that it is only a small stone. Even thinking of that is an asahya apacharam, is the unforgivable apacharam. And that is why we say at the end of the Trivaradhanam, Upachara Padeshana Kritan Aharaganmaya Apacharani Mam Sarvan Shamashva Purushottama. In terms of, by calling it Upacharam, by calling it offering, I am committing so many apacharams. Please forgive. We have to say that. So Amurti, he does not have a form that is like ours. Anagaha. Anagaha means one who is opposed to sin, one who is a blemishless character, one who does not suffer any sorrow. Anagaha, he is completely blemishless, faultless. So Sri Parasara Bhattar mentions that he takes birth in the midst of us, in the midst of samsara, but he is sinless. Sri Parasara Bhattar says that samsara madhye janitvapi anagaha. So even though Lord Rama had to go through enormous hardships as a part of the samsara, nattil pirandu padadana patte Alvar says, still he is sinless, he is completely flawless. So he is apahata papma, completely opposed to faults of any kind. That is why Andal says, Kurai ondrum illada Govinda. There is no kuraivu for him. In addition to himself being sinless, he is the one who removes our sins. So Parasara Bhattar, here he mentioned that he is not subject to karma, so he is entirely different from the Jivatmas that are under his control. The Jivatma in which he is dwelling inside, he resides. So Tidil Sir Trivengadamudaya, one who is blemishless character. Thiruvaimazhi Nammalvar says Tidil Sir Trivengadamudaya. His guna of saulabhyam, simplicity in blessing his devotees with utmost daya, karunyam, mercy, irrespective of their infinite faults, is the aspect that is to be enjoyed. So Anagha, without this Anagan, because he is standing there in Trivengadam patiently, waiting for us to seek protection, unmindful of any papams, any demerits, any sins of these persons, not satisfied till the last one is redeemed, he is standing there. Till the last one comes, he will be there. That simplicity, that magnanimity, that daya, that vatsalyam are his greatest virtues that really mark him out. So then Achintyaha, he is who is unfathomable, incomparable to anything known, he whose power cannot be imagined. So Parasara Bhattar here mentioned that he is beyond comparison of anyone and anything. So Valluvar declares that Bhagavan is Tanakku Uvamai Alladan. Thiruvalluvar says Tanakku Uvamai Alladan. There is no Uvamai, there is no simile for him. There is no way that we can compare with him. Look at his eyes, look at his face, look at his lips, look at the beautiful Tirumukham, his divine body. We may say it is like the red lotus flower, just bloomed red lotus flower. But red lotus flower is nothing compared to him. Because Nammalvar says, Katturaikil Tamarai Nin Kan Padam Kai Ova. If I mention, O supreme effulgence, Katturaikil, you are merely to be enjoyed. Any attempt at describing you through words is futile, is failing. Because especially if someone compares you like lotus flower, with beautiful eyes like lotus, the feet like lotus, the arms like lotus, the palms like lotus, all of which lotus is only a poor simile, with a dazzling stature like yours, pure unalloyed gold, it also is a poor comparison. Katturaikil Tamarai Nin Kan Padam Kai Ova. It is nothing compared to Tamarai. Sutturaitha Nanpon Un Tirumeni Voli Ovad. If I say your body is resplendent, is tejas, full of splendor, is like a golden hue, then I am doing injustice by comparing that with a gold. No, it should be great. And Otturaitha Yuvalagu Unnai Pugalum Vellam Perumpalum Patturaya Putkendre Kattumal Paranjoti. Kattumal Paranjoti. So it is like some commoner. Suppose somebody has never seen an elephant, somebody has not seen, and how do I explain that to elephant to him? Then I will ask him, have you seen a buffalo? He say, yes, I have seen buffalo. Okay, imagine a buffalo, 3 times buffalo, with a long nose and with a huge legs, with a small tail and a big stomach and a small eyes. So I am not comparing, I am just trying to make justice by explaining elephant through a buffalo. Similarly, we just say lotus, gold, Paranjoti. No, it will not possible. Achintyaha. Alvar says Paranjoti, Govinda, Panbu Uraikka Matene. I will not be able to attempt to describe your qualities. So Nenjal Ninai Paridal Vennai Unnum Yina Cholle. So butter thief, by calling him butter thief, Nenjal Ninaipu Aridal Vennai Un Yennum Yina Cholle, just by telling. Nammalvar laments at the unimaginable behavior of this Emperuman, who is Sarveshwaran, Sarvalokeshwaran, who subjects himself to be insult of being called the butter thief, Jarachoran and Makan Chor. So you allow yourself to stoop down so low. he says, so Nammalvar nicely explains this by Achintya. Mayan en nengil ullan matrum yavarkum ade. Kayamum Shivanum tane, Kalum Yeriyum avane. Sheyan Aniyan Yavarkum Shindayum Kocharam Allan. Tuyan Tuyakkan Mayakkan Yennudai Tol Yanayane. So here Thiruvaimazhi, first decade, first centum, 9th decade, 6th Pasuram. He says, He is our body. He is also the soul of our body. He is the soul of the Pancha Mahabhutas, the 5 elements. He is Aniyan, very easily accessible to his bhaktas. He is also Shayan, inaccessible to those who do not perform Sharanagati to him. Yavarkum, Shindaikum, Gocharanallan, Achintyan. He is beyond the reach of mental capabilities of even the greatest of jnanis. Tuyan, even so, he decided to bless me by residing in my heart. Tuyan, he who considered that being with me is the only thing he longed to be for in his life. So he entered into my heart. Perima Alvar says, Tuyakkan, by revealing his Kalyana Gunams, by revealing his attributes, he draws us towards him. Mayakkan, he draws us to him through the sheer enjoyment of thinking about him. Yennudai Tol Inayan, such a great one has now decided to take possession of me by sitting on my shoulders. Like Garuda, he is sitting on me. He is Mayan, Ascharya Bhutan, personification of wonder he is. Then Bhayakrit, Bhayanashanaka. As I mentioned, he is the one who instills fear among the enemies. He is the one who instilled fear in Kamsa. When the Ashariri spoke in Kamsa, in the Devaki marriage, that the one whom you are driving the chariot for, your sister Devaki, her 8th son will kill you. Then Kamsa wanted to kill Devaki immediately. But Vasudeva stopped him. I would offer all the children to you, including the 8th. You kill them, but don't kill a lady, especially during the wedding, especially your sister. So he said, okay. Then the first baby was born, killed. Second, killed. 6 babies were born, killed. The 7th one, the Yoga Maya transferred the fetus to Rohini. So Kamsa thought it is a stillborn child, miscarriage. So the 8th one was born, Krishna. So we know the story. Then why did Krishna announce to Kamsa right at Devaki's marriage that the 8th child will kill? He could have simply be born and simply go to Kamsa and kill him. Why did he announce? Because he wanted to instill fear in him. Right from the marriage time of Devaki up to the day when Krishna met Kamsa, he was shivering with fear. தரிக்கினாலாகி தான் தீங்கி நினைந்த கருத்தை பிழைப்பித்த கஞ்சன் வயிற்றில் நெருப்பென்ன நின்ற நெடுமாலே. In the Kamsan Vairu, in Kamsan's stomach, Krishna stood as a fire, as a fear, shivering. He was burning with shiver, with fear. So that is why Bhayakrit, he is the one who causes fear among his enemies. And Bhayanashanaka, he is the one who removes fear from the devotees. Just fold your hands to him. All fear would go. There will be no fear of death, no fear of disease, no fear of exams, no fear of anything. Adiyen, Dhanyosmi, Kavitarkika Simhaya Kalyana Gunashaline, Srimate Venkateshaya Vedanta Gurave Namaha.